Welcome back, BShooter94 here, and we have made it to Starcade 2001, the final pay-per-view of World Championship Wrestling year 2001, our WrestleMania, and unfortunately it starts out with some rough news. Obviously, if you saw my last Nitro, you saw Sting tore his ACL in the go-home show in the main event. So, tonight, due to Sting's injury, Booker T will face off against the winner of this Battle Royal that Bischoff is announcing right now to open the show, and the Battle Royal will take place next. 79 overall from Bischoff. Again, not my ideal way to start the pay-per-view, but we gotta have the main event, even though we lost our WCW champion for who knows how long. And in the Battle Royal, we had Kevin Nash win the Battle Royal. We had about 25 people in this matchup. The final four were the returning Lex Luger, who was the final elimination, Bill Goldberg, and Mike Awesome. Kevin Nash gets the win. Kevin Nash will go on to face Booker T in the main event tonight for the WCW Championship. 72 overall in the Battle Royal, I'll take it. Good stuff out of everybody here. Nash was obviously the only choice I could really go with here, considering Jarrett has an injury as well. He got hurt on the house show, and Nash didn't have a match for the pay-per-views, and he's a main eventer, so it just made perfect sense. I know the match is not going to be great in the main event, so we can only hope for the best. And Kevin Nash now will be facing Booker T for the WCW Championship, as Sting had to vacate the championship. 74 rating there. I mean, I will say Nash is getting ratings, so that's nice. And our first true match of the evening is the 6-man tag. In a decent matchup, Shane Helms and Zero Cool defeat the Militia in 10 minutes 29 seconds when Sean O'Haire pinned Super Crazy with a reverse DVD. Super Crazy at 57, Ray Gonzalez at 59, Little Guido at 75, Scott Taylor at 50, Sean O'Haire at 49, Shane Helms at 67. Great. This would have been the opening match if we didn't have the Battle Royal, but this is a great match. Militia didn't get the win here. The babyfaces, I felt, needed this win. The Militia is going to be going through some stuff going forward, and I think that's going to be great. Plus, Zero Cool now has a solid pay-per-view win, and Shane Helms continues that Cruiserweight Championship reign that he is on. 65 rating. Booker T cuts a backstage promo talking about how Sting should be lucky that he got hurt because he knew that I was going to embarrass him tonight at Starcade and take that WCW Championship. But as a consolation prize, since I should have been handed the championship anyway, I will beat down a good old pal in Kevin Nash for that WCW Championship. 70 rating out of Booker. Unfortunately, the hype package between Abyss and James Mitchell only gets a 43, which I kind of expected, but that's fine. I'm hoping the match does well. Oh, it does. Okay. And about that had good wrestling and decent reaction from the crowd. Abyss defeats Lance Storm in about 10 minutes with a black hole slam. Lance Storm at 78, Abyss at 52. Storyline is over. Mitchell did great at ringside. Lance Storm benefited from a hot new move and a 70 rating for the match. This is Abyss's big coming out win. You know, him and Storm have been feuding since Abyss took out Flair, and now both men can move on to different things, and Abyss got the win on the biggest show of the year, making Abyss being a top heel in the company, which is what exactly the goal is. So good stuff out of everybody here. Everybody did their part. We get a hype package for the 4-way tag team championship match. Remember, it's the Road Warriors versus PinPoint versus the Nightbreed versus the WCW tag team champions Shane Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow. Oh, that's a little disappointing. Okay. In a decent match, Douglas and Bam Bam Bigelow retain, defeating the Road Warriors, PinPoint, Nightbreed. Order of elimination, Road Warriors, Nightbreed, and then finally eliminating PinPoint. They retain the tag titles. AJ Styles sustains a damaged heel, so we'll see what that's all about. Vampiro 56, Vampiro Warrior 41, Hawk of 52, Animal 47, Jindrak of 58, AJ of 62, Bam Bam of 46, Shane of 61. Bam Bam was off his game. Road Warriors team have great chemistry, and announcers lifted the mat. Okay, so 51 ratings, a little disappointing for this, but that's okay. We'll see what AJ's injury is going forward after the show. Yes, thank you, Ricky. And post-match, they've retained the WCW Championship, so they're all proud of themselves as they've retained the gold with a 67 rating post-match. We get a hype package for Bill Goldberg and Scott Steiner. Steiner has given this getting still. That's fine. 80 rating on the segment, so that's good. And about that fantastic heat and great wrestling, Bill Goldberg defeats Scott Steiner in 13 minutes with a jackhammer. Goldberg is 77, Steiner is 76. Obviously, selling's not a thing with these two. 70 rating overall. Again, solid match. I wish it was higher, but these guys can't sell for shit, so that's fine. But Goldberg gets the win, which is exactly the goal. And post-match, Goldberg stands tall over Bill Goldberg stands tall over Scott Steiner, as Goldberg was victorious. 73 rating, so good, good, good. Rob Van Dam cuts a backstage promo talking about tonight he's going to prove why the WCW United States Championship is the most important championship in the world, as he defeats two great competitors in Chris Kamyon and Rey Mysterio. So 65 rating there. And the hype package for the U.S. Championship and how we got here. So remember, Mysterio defeated Kamyon to get this spot to be in the triple threat, as Kamyon did have his rematch clause. And about to have great heat and good wrestling, Rob Van Dam defeats Rey Mysterio Jr. and Chris Kamyon in 1949 when Rob Van Dam pins Rey Mysterio with a 5-star frog splash. RVD retains. Mysterio is 78, Kamyon is 61, Rob Van Dam is 74. Got the crowd buzzing. 67 rating. So let's see something here. Okay, 67 rating, that's fine. And post-match, Rob Van Dam obviously retains his WCW United States Championship as he is celebrating in the ring. Great defense by RVD on this show. Backstage, Kevin Nash is on the phone with Jeff Jarrett, telling him that, you know, he's going to wait. He's hoping that these guys don't show up tonight because he needs Jarrett to have his back. And Jarrett says, don't worry about those two. You win the WCW Championship tonight, and we'll deal with the two masked men on Nitro tomorrow night. 67 rating there. Hype package for the Billy Kidman vs. Buff Bagwell match. Remember, Buff Bagwell's new girlfriend, Damme, and then Kidman's girlfriend, Tori Wilson. This all started with Buff Bagwell being a creep towards Tori, and it just kind of escalated until Kidman accidentally knocked down Tori, and then it became a whole ordeal where Damme joined with Buff Bagwell. So this is the final blow-off match. And in a decent matchup, Buff Bagwell defeats Billy Kidman in 10 minutes with a Buff blockbuster. Kidman of 59, Buff of 51. Storyline's over, and Buff and Damme are a good pairing. They play off each other well. Perfect. 59 rating out of these guys. Good stuff, good stuff. We get a big entrance from Kevin Nash for the main event. We get a big entrance from Booker T in the main event. And here is our main event of the evening. And about that fantastic heat and good wrestling, Booker T defeats Kevin Nash in 10 minutes by pinfall with a scissors kick. Booker T is the new WCW champion. Booker T is 70, Nash is 66, 71 rating overall. Very disappointing because I knew him and Sting would go off on it, but that's okay. 71 rating for the match. And post-match, Booker T is our new WCW champion with a 79 rating. Just kind of talk about this real quick. Booker T was going to win the belt regardless at Starcade, so in theory there was no changes booking-wise. I just had to have a babyface be the one to lose to him, since Sting unfortunately was unavailable due to him tearing an ACL. But Booker T is the new champion, so that's where we're moving forward with that, which makes sense. Think about it this way too. Takes out Flair. Flair retired. Now he becomes WCW champion. It was only a natural progression. So 79 rating. Let's see what we get for a final rating. A 73. That's solid. Good pay-per-view. Popularity grew in 33 regions, so we'll take that. So hopefully, I know this is not the Starcade we 100% wanted. The main event was a big change, and the Battle Royal. But hopefully you guys did enjoy the Starcade that I brought to you for 2001. And, you know, hopefully it's something that you guys will continue enjoying, because we're going into 2002. We got 2 Nitros, before 2002 hits. So for the first time, World Championship Wrestling will be entering that year, and we'll see what kind of happens. Obviously building new stars and going towards the future as we go towards the building against WWE, building in the early 2000s. So hopefully you did enjoy this. If you are, please drop a like, drop a comment. I want to hear your thoughts on the show, what your thoughts are going forward, who you think I should push, who you think should be let go, all this great stuff. Obviously I have a whole notebook of ideas, but I'm always open to more, so please give me some of that and then we'll go from there. But other than that, we'll see you guys for the next WCW Monday Nitro coming your way soon.